The Fallbrook Art Association is an artists for artists organization. Visit our gallery at 300 North Brandon Street in Fallbrook, California to see fine art exhibitions from some of Southern California's most talented creators. Exhibitions change regularly, so visit our website to find out the latest news. If you appreciate art, you will love visiting the Fallbrook Art Association.
Hi, this is Nancy Hines Glazer with another segment of All Art, Always. We're here at Fallbrook High in the wonderful studios, and I'm excited to have Debbie Krentz Johnson with me, who is a visual artist extraordinaire, courtroom sketch artist, nice person, and a wonderful person to know. So hi, Debbie.
Hi, Nancy. Nice to be here. Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you. I want you to tell us a little bit of your history, because it's pretty circuitous and long, and we only have 7 minutes, so I better start with that.
Well, I'll try to combine all I can get in those few minutes, but it's pretty normal. I got an art degree from San Diego State University. Went through college, and I went to New York for my art career. So I had an art career in New York City for about 6 years. And then I came down with chronic fatigue syndrome, so I didn't paint for about 10 years. And then I had to revive that, so I started slowly painting again. And just little by little, I had to study a new way, because I wasn't able to paint the old way. It wasn't that younger artist was gone. So I learned to paint. I went to the library and got books and studied the color wheel and values and I remembered some of my art history, so it was starting to come back. So little by little, I started reviving my career. I started with watercolor, and I just moved on up to oils. And I traveled with my husband at the time. We went to Baja, and he was paramount in backing me up with trying to exhibit again. So that's why I took his name. I mean, I had his name as being married, but even after we were divorced, I kept the name Johnson for his sake.
And the one thing I thought was interesting, in having interviewed, I guess, about 15 years worth of people, is I had never come across a casein artist before, which is a milk-based paint. And I don't even think I'd ever heard of it before. So tell us a little bit about that. Is it hard to work with?
It's very easy. It feels just like oil, and it has none of the bad things that oil has. So it's quick drying. You can use a palette knife, or you can use it thin like watercolor. And for plein air painting, I've never had a better medium for plein air painting, because you need to, if you change your mind or you want to do a glaze in the field, you can do it. Whereas with oil, it's very challenging for most artists. You would get mud if you, most of us would. I mean, there's wonderful oil painters out there that make it look so simple, but it's not. It's a hard skill.
And it's also fumes. A lot of people have respiratory problems with oil, because of the cleaning medium you have to use to clean your brushes. Do the brushes dry out?
If you don't wash them, they use soap and water. They're real simple. So when I'm out in the field, I just bring some water with me. That's my thinner, and it's so simple and economical, and it can last thousands of years. It was used during Egyptian times. I remember seeing a painting in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in the Egyptian wing of a portrait. It looked like it was done yesterday, and it was just freshly done. A portrait on a coffin or sarcophagi, whatever they called it then. I'm not an Egyptologist, but anyway, that inspired me. I thought, wow, look at those colors in there. But it would be many years before I did try casein, and I'm glad I can paint with it today.
And you're with Fallbrook Art Association. You've exhibited all over. You win awards. In fact, I was excited to see your work at the San Diego County Fair. That's sort of the I guess, the carrot on top of everything, as they say, because it's really prestigious to win such awards. Do you enter every year?
I do. I enjoy it. I often will do a demo out in front. During COVID, we didn't have that, so I did it. I would often paint in pastel, so I would usually do a demo in pastel. But I think this year I'll do mine in casein. Since it's been a while.
And you take photographs for reference, but you do a lot of outdoor plein air work.
I don't work from photographs, but I, like many artists, will take photos anyway to just jog my memory a little bit. But the human eye sees colors that the camera never will. And so that's the whole idea of being outside, is to just see a lot of intricate things that a photo will never capture. And that's one of the reasons that I'm kind of a purist with doing plein air that way. But I'll take photographs because sometimes I won't have time to fix the things that I need to adjustments. Maybe maybe it's because I'm only in that place for a certain amount of time if I'm traveling or whatever. So source photos are always important. And then when I'm through painting, I also will use do the camera work just so that I can have reference. So I can do my artwork will be, cataloged.
And then you started in New York, came back here. What's the difference in the art market? Can you give me that in 30 seconds or less?
You want to be in New York if at all possible, because that's really I couldn't. There are so many galleries there. There were never enough. I never saw them all, and there was just there's so many patrons of the arts in New York. But that's because it's an international market, and we don't have that in San Diego. But we have our very own, very very wonderful eclectic collectors.
And we're getting more so with all of the galleries downtown, and we're constantly going there. So I really, I love the early watercolorists, and there's a gentleman named Nick Johnson who has California watercolor because his dad was an art detective. And he was able to get paid in artwork. So the gentleman was very successful. I have about 45 seconds left. Is there anything we need to know about you in 45 seconds?
Well, my work is available at the Fallbrook Art Association and through the La Papa, which is the Laguna Plein Air Painters Association. Both of those art organizations do wonderful things. They sponsor a lot of different programs, and I hope you can come and support those galleries.
Well, I want to thank you for spending some time with us today, and we want you all to stay tuned, keep watching, and see all the interesting people and artists and nice folks we have around here. Thank you very much for joining us. Good day.